So one common remark or question that I get from women is to discuss how men today don't lead. A lot of them will say this to me. The problem in our perspective is that men just don't lead and can't lead. And the way I see this is like, ladies, how was a man supposed to lead? Like, the average guy can't even pay his bills, can't even get a roof over his head. Most people in the West are working full-time and some just to have a roof over their head. And then if you do become some 1% guy that's making all the money, these same women just brag to their friends about playing you for your money. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. What's a guy supposed to do? I shouldn't laugh because it's not funny, but it's just almost so ridiculous that I have to just laugh. The same theme. Most men get no respect from women because they're broke and because they don't have anything really going, no real status or whatever. And then the ones that do get there, they get made fun of most of the time by the same women because women brag about playing them and how they're going to play them. So it's like, what do you expect so many men to just feel besides just giving up? You know, so many guys are just checked out because of it. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't feeling. I don't know. I don't want to just go down the hole of like conspiracy stuff, but I'm going to be honest, bro. Some boogeyman that wants this, that wants to destroy us all, a boogeyman overseer that's doing this on purpose, that makes the most sense. Unfortunately, that literally makes the most sense when you think about how effed up the possibility of like family and relationships are, like healthy relationship and family and marriage. We almost have to be being destroyed by design. It would make the most sense. You know, it's everything. Financial, the propaganda from every angle, the doom and gloom. You know, it's like, bro. And that's one of the things I think a lot of women don't understand. One of the things I find that in as new as my channel is, the growth that I have had, I get messages from women. A lot of them will talk about wanting solutions and you need to give men more solutions to be better leaders for women. It's like, they can't though, lady. They can't. They can't even pay their bills. What do you want them to do? They work full-time and they do side hustles just to rent their studio apartment or the one-bedroom apartment. What do you want them to do? They already don't have time to date and court you or the money. They don't have the money or the time. And then when they do get it, if they're lucky enough to become top G, you just make fun of the guy. You brag about playing him. Or you screw the pool boy behind his back when he's at work, working 25 hours a day to make that money. So it's like, so many men just have this damned if you do, damned if you don't feeling. What do you want from them? We're just in the weirdest times right now. We're just in the weirdest times for dating. Most men that I talk to, let me be clear, most men that I talk to from any age, young 20-something-year-olds, all the way up to people older than me, they're so unsure about the future. Nobody really has money saved up. And you know, it's real easy to bash people and say, it's all about budgeting. And no, it's not. No, it's not. I'm in Seattle. It's ridiculous here. It's not just about budgeting. Most people, not all, but most, don't make enough money to even be able to really survive. And if your only answer to that is, oh, well, you're a loser, should have got a better job. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to respond to that. Okay. They all should be CEOs of a company then, I guess. You dummy, you should have been a CEO too. Everyone should just be CEOs. Everybody should just make six figures. It's that easy. The price of living thing is weird because I'm actually surprised more men don't carry themselves worse than they do. Like most guys that I know and that I meet, they're still relatively high-spirited. Even if they are depressed or down and out, they'll just make self-deprecating jokes or say, I'm doing my best, and try to keep a smile on their face. I think most men are taking this pretty well, to be honest. Most men are broke, sexless, doomed. They don't have any hope for the future. It's like, man, what a weird time to be alive. So many women bash men for not being leaders, but they refuse to, be at least a little bit understanding of the fact that you can't really lead if you can't even keep a roof over your head or barely keep a roof over your head. You work full time and some just to pay your rent and to pay your bills. Like, it's laughably ridiculous. In fact, I see a lot of women out here, trigger warning, might offend you. I see a lot of DEI hires here in Seattle that are making way more than the average man. And I don't even know what they do with their job. I see women on these Seattle looks like shit pages on Instagram. They're talking about some woman that works for the city or the county or the state or whatever, and she makes like $250,000 a year to be the chief executive, studying why frogs prefer one pond over another. Like literally the goofiest made up job titles where they're just DEI hiring people to pay them gobs of money to do nothing. And those same women want to bash average men that are breaking their backs, swinging hammers, loading and unloading trucks, or doing whatever they're doing. It's like, man, have a little consideration. Have a little awareness. I think that we're at a point now where it's really easy to have the doom and gloom attitude, and I understand when you do. But you guys got to understand something. And again, you need to do better. Everyone has to do better. I don't want to sit here in my videos and normalize being an underachiever. But you guys got to cut yourself a little slack. Get out there and hustle, but try to have a sense of humor. Don't let your bad situations just make you really beat yourself up. Because as much as people in older generations want to say, even a lot of the red pill guys, they constantly say, it's never been this easy to make money. Never in history has been this easy to make money. That is the biggest crock of shit ever. When I hear these guys say that stuff, I literally want to puke. That's a crock of shit. Do not let that shit infiltrate your brain and make you feel down on yourself. You need to do better. You can't give up, but also have a sense of humor and understand that we're in the wackiest times in modern history. Do your best to lead, fellas, but good luck doing it when you work full-time and some, and most of those guys still can't even get their own place. Oh my Lord.